It's time to mind your business with me, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in to find out how to mind your business with BEDC, special guest entrepreneurs, industry experts, and more. Brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here. Welcome to Mind Your Business. I'm your host, Jamillah Lodge, and I'm so pleased to have with us today Razia Billoo. Did I say that right?
Yes, that's right.
And she's owner of Ardee Limited. So before we start talking about your entrepreneurial journey, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Razia Danish, and my family name is Razia Billoo.
Okay.
So I started this business called Ardee, that's Razia Danish. Coming from a business family, I always wanted to create something of my own.
Mm-hmm.
I started Ardee having a goal to support artisans and giving back to the community.
Okay.
And creating clothing that people like and it's affordable in Bermuda.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned that you come from kind of an entrepreneurial family. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so our products are designed in Bermuda, but my family has access to manufacturing in Pakistan.
Okay.
So my brother and my sister, when I'm not there, they keep control of the manufacturing and they make clothing in Pakistan. Our main purpose is to support the skilled artisans in Pakistan.
Okay. Well, I know that one of your focus is sustainability. Can you talk a little bit about that and why it's important?
Ardee feels that sustainability is very important.
Mm-hmm.
That's why our main focus is to respect our artisans and give fair wages to artisans, creating designs in Bermuda that are affordable and Bermuda inspired.
Okay. So talk a little bit about some of the partnerships that you've been able to kind of negotiate in Bermuda, like some of the different retailers that you have partnered with over the years since starting Ardee.
So initially, it was a struggle, but being part of BDC, it really helped our business. We got connected with Flying Colors, so we have our sun protected shirts that are 98% UV light protected.
Okay.
They were first in Flying Colors, and now slowly we have started our own website even, and we have launched our products on the website too. And we are trying to connect with other retailers in Bermuda to expand our collection.
Okay. So when you talk about a collection, talk me through that. So you said the UV sun protected shirts. What other types of merchandises are available through your brand?
So because we have access to manufacturing in Pakistan, we even create our own fabric. We have towels, beach towels, bed sheets, activewear. I design dresses and they're made in Pakistan. My sister looks after that in Pakistan. And we have activewear, we have hoodies, we have sweatsuits, and the sun protected shirts.
Okay. So for you, in terms of your vision, right? Because that's a lot. It's various types of clothing wear, I would say. So you have the dresses, you have the UV sun protected shirts. For you, like, what is your vision or what is your dream for Ardee? When you think of the brand, like you said, you wanted to build it on your own. What is your vision for Ardee when it's full grown into this fabulous business that you want it to be?
My main goal behind Ardee was to support the artisans in Pakistan, and I even do customizations.
Okay.
So I feel that customization clothing is very important for people here because it's different from mass productive fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So usually I have clients, they want like mother-daughter collection.
Oh.
So when I'm back home, I bring those with me myself, and then the clients want like a wedding theme. So we even do customization. And our other focus was to bring clothing in Bermuda that's affordable for everyone.
So talk to me a little bit about, because you're doing the manufacturing in Pakistan and we're in Bermuda. So what is it like getting product from Pakistan to Bermuda or vice versa? Like, how does that whole thing work for you?
So usually our manufacturing process is, if it's a bigger order with the retailer, it's 2 week process.
Okay.
And then shipment from Pakistan, for now we are using DHL or FedEx, and that's just like 5 days to Bermuda. And then it takes like 3 days in customs, and the product is here. We also have warehouses in US that at times I give my clients an option that if they want to ship the products themselves from US, we can do that too.
Okay. Well, that's great. I mean, because I think that's one of the challenges that a lot of entrepreneurs face is how do they get their products into Bermuda and then outside of Bermuda. I'm waiting for something that had been shipped. It's been like 3 weeks. I still haven't got it yet. So,
Yeah, so shipment from Pakistan, it's easier. It's just 5 days process
okay.
through DHL.
That's awesome. All right. So, in terms of the customization, talk a little bit about that. So, you said you can do customization for individuals and different companies. What does that process look like for you? How do you engage?
So with the retailers, when I started, they said that okay, we want a certain design on a T-shirt. So I designed that. Then we have a graphic designer who makes the graphics. We get that checked from the retailers, and then we start the production. We only produce products that we get in order to reduce the wastage.
Makes
We,
sense.
and for dresses, my customers here, my clients, they come to me. We discuss what they want, and then I design them. And back home, my sister, with artisans, she creates the products, and then we ship it to Bermuda. And every year in summers, I go myself.
Okay.
So usually I get more customization orders at that time, like mother-daughter collection and stuff. Then I bring that with me along when
So
I come back to
how do
Bermuda.
you like promote it? So like, how do people even know that this is a thing that they can do? Because I would imagine there are a lot of people who would want to take advantage of this.
Yes, so till now, because I just started this business
Yeah.
last year, so I have not done much marketing. It's just word of mouth through friends. Initially, when I registered my business in Bermuda, it was a struggle for me, but my friends, they really helped.
Oh, good.
All the models on my page are my friends, and then the trainers I used to go for exercising, they really helped. They gave me reviews, they did photo shoots, and that's how we just spread the word.
Okay.
But now we've launched our website, and I have to go to the next steps at that. Everyone knows about it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this about more about the entrepreneurial journey for you. So what has been for you the most challenging part of now starting this business and launching it?
For me, the most challenging part was getting the word out. But then, because I got selected with BEDC, that really helped. Talking to the mentors, their expert advices, it gave me confidence because they faced the similar challenges. And then we had some workshops. It improved my skills for pitching, and I got to understand the market better.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think you've come a long way if I'm speaking personally, because it's a different type of, I guess, skill that you have to tap into when you are in front of the camera. Now you're promoting your own business. Like you said, your family has a business, so you've been supporting them. So now this is about you, and it's you here, not them, right? So in order to get the word out, you have to tell people like this is available, this is something that I'm willing to do. And I really feel like, there are a lot of people that will take you up on that, especially that customization, the mother-daughter thing. And I've seen some of your pieces and they're beautiful.
Thank you.
So right now you have the website. So if people weren't interested in ordering, they would go to the website to place an order with you. Is that how it works?
So we've just launched our website. Before that, I registered my products on Buy Bermuda.
Yes.
That was very helpful. I was surprised that we got some orders from UK and US, and now we have started our own website too.
Okay.
And then we have our Instagram. Usually for customization, I get messages on the Instagram, and then I contact them directly, and then we meet, and then we discuss what they want.
Okay. So is that what that's how people should reach out to you? Because I
Yes.
suspect that might actually happen. So in terms of building out what Ardee looks like, the website is now built, right? People reach out to you for customization orders. Is it your intent to continue to focus, not solely, but focus broadly, I would say, on whatever the needs are in Bermuda? Or do you feel like you want to create an RD type of brand? Like, do you want to focus on women's clothing only, or do you want to just keep it broad?
So we are planning that we'll continue with the retailers, what
Okay.
their designs are. We'll continue with customization, but we have launched our own collection too.
Right.
We have designed Audubon collection that's like a polo shirt with Bermuda birds on them,
Okay.
and we have collaborated with Audubon Society, and we plan to give a share of revenue to them. This is our way to give back to the community.
Okay. I think that's great because I think there are a lot of opportunities there to be able to say this is it's a unique collaboration, right? And it's very specific, right? It's the Audubon Society, so people, who like birds and bird watching, I think would be the primary customers. But I think there could be more opportunities like that with other organizations.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you've been in our Enterprise Bermuda program. That's what you mentioned. You applied for that. So what made you decide to join or to apply even?
For me to start businesses in Bermuda was very new. When I was back in Chicago, I used to design clothes that time too, but it was easier because I could contact people through website. Like people used to contact me through emails, but in Bermuda, I noticed like people don't really shop much online, and it's more with the retailers or word of mouth. After joining BDC, that really helped me out. With the connections, with networking, I could grow my business. And I made some better choices with the business.
Okay. I think you're right. People say, well, word of mouth, that's like old school, but I think it still works in Bermuda, right?
Yes, that really works in Bermuda.
Yeah, because it's a small community, so everybody knows everybody, and all you need is somebody to be wearing the outfits. Like, where'd you get that from? And next thing you know, they're giving you a call. So it definitely does still work in Bermuda. And I think for what you offer, like you said, for retail, unless it's Amazon, because for some reason we love Amazon, but we have recognized that people, for some reason, people don't necessarily buy local goods online. They prefer to still touch it, feel it,
Yes.
see it. You know what I mean? So even though, yes, you should have your website and all of that, but if it is a good that's being produced or sold locally, people still want to see it. Until I guess they get used to what it is that you're doing, and then they know the quality and the expertise and all of that. So, what would you say is the biggest thing that will differentiate or separate you from what you do from other potential retailers on the island?
So, our main goal is to support the talented artisans
Okay.
and then giving back to the community. And we started when we saw the gap in the market that people were looking for Bermuda inspired clothes and at affordable rates. So our clothing is Bermuda inspired and they're affordable for everyone.
Okay. So, when you talk about artisans, you're talking about the artisans in Pakistan. Have you ever considered, or would you consider working with local artisans, like actual artists, who maybe they want to print their own material, or have you ever considered that?
Yes. So during one of the BEDC sessions only, I met few friends. They have their own designs and they're looking to have huge, like big production. So we can do that, and I've told them that we'll work on that. And there are new businesses people who want to start in Bermuda and they cannot find manufacturers. So we plan to collaborate with them and help them out
I
getting
think
the
that's,
product to Bermuda.
yeah, I think that's great because that is a big deal. I know I was speaking to an entrepreneur and the challenges that she experienced with manufacturing, it was almost heartbreaking. Like, I would have stopped a long time ago, right?
Yes.
Because,
It's hard for people to find a good manufacturer. So it's a good opportunity for us that
yeah.
I am here myself and they can connect to me and then we can get their products to Bermuda.
Yeah, especially since you're here, you have your own business, so you're bringing things in anyway. And I think it's also that trust factor because I think a lot of manufacturing is done outside of Bermuda, overseas somewhere. Like, I'm going to say, some people find manufacturers in China. Well, you don't know what's going on there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's hard to kind of nurture that relationship. And once it doesn't work right, now what? You don't have any recourse. So I think that by the fact that you're here,
Yes.
you have the connection, they're your family. And so I think that if they trust you, then it, follow suit that they are going to trust that you can deliver. And the fact that you live here, I think is huge. So in my mind, I'm like, you have all of these opportunities, right, to build out this business and grow. You have all of these different revenue streams from your own line, from collaborations with organizations like the Audubon Society, from being a manufacturer for other designers who want to get their, created pieces on material, etc. So that's awesome, I think.
And I've kept most of the samples here. Like, I met a client, she wanted sweatshirts and she wanted to see how the embroidery is going to be on that. So I have a sample here.
Okay.
But she said that if she is going with China, she won't have the piece in her hand to feel it right now. So usually I keep my collection samples here. So if a new designer or a business wants to start a line, they can come to us.
That's great. That's awesome. I didn't know that. So now we know. So now, talking about Enterprise Bermuda, you mentioned that it has created opportunities for you to network. What have been some of the other things that you found most impactful from participating in that program?
Mentorship stood out the most. Talking to the experts, looking at their challenges, what they faced, I felt confidence that I can do it too. And with some workshops, I got experience to do pitch, come live. That really helped me build up my confidence and face everyone out in Bermuda.
Yes, and you're doing a great job. I know you said you were nervous, but this is part of the process, right? Like when you have to be out front. Now you have to sell what it is that you're doing. You have to tell people what you're doing so that they know, where to get in front of me. And the more you do it, the easier to get, I promise. So when you think about the future of Ardee and what you're doing, what does that look like for you? Like, what is your biggest dream for Ardee?
I want to grow Ardee. I want to partner with more retailers in Bermuda locally. And globally, I want customers to come online and to increase our business globally. But in Bermuda, I plan to do more partnerships with the retailers. So our product is in all the stores, different collections, and it's affordable and giving back to the community.
So do you anticipate having your own store one day, or that's not really of interest? You'd rather let somebody else do that part and just put your products in their store?
That's my dream.
Okay.
Initially, I just want to bring my brand to Bermuda. That's why I decided that, okay, I should collaborate with the retailers. And once everyone is used to our brand, they know our quality, and our word is there, then for sure, one day.
One day? She's like, wait a minute now. I got to... It's small steps. I understand. But it's always interesting to hear, like, what that big vision is for some people. And I know a lot of people are like, yes, definitely, I want to have my own store. But I don't know. Trisha is one of the mentors, and she did a lunch and learn. You were at that lunch and learn,
Yes.
right? Mabel's Labels. And her business model, though, was purely online. So it's just interesting to hear the difference. She was like, it didn't work any other way. It had to be online. But like you said, I think when it comes to like clothing and things that you're going to wear and purchase, you do want to feel it. So it makes sense to be able to have a physical representation of what it is that you're offering.
Yes. So with the website, we can have global customers, and outside Bermuda, we can increase our market. But in Bermuda, I would like that after retailers, maybe one day, we can start our own store.
Okay. All right. Well, I look forward to that. I'm sure that you can. But I do think, like you said, based on your current business model and being able to partner with different organizations and do manufacturing for others, it creates a huge opportunity for you to like get your products in all these different stores. You know, either it's your label or under a label like that they want, right? If you're producing products for them. Now, some of the products that you talked about, it wasn't just clothing, but you also do like home goods, or can you talk a
Yes.
little bit about?
So in our manufacturing, we have white sheets, colored bed sheets, bath towels, bath mats, and beach towels too.
Okay.
And when I started this with one of the companies here, we got a order for T-shirts only, and they asked us like, "Can you do beach towels?" And then looking into the Bermuda market, we thought that Bermuda needs more options, more affordable and good quality options. So we started with this in Bermuda too.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we do live around beaches, so it makes sense. And then the SPF shirts, it makes sense, right? Because especially in the summer, the sun is shining, and you do definitely need to be protected. And I think that it does follow suit with like sustainability and making sure that you're taking care of your skin and not just the clothing that you're wearing. It also shows or backs up your vision or your mission
Yeah.
for
And then we
sustainability.
have collection for the whole family.
Okay.
And especially for the kids, mothers are worried that they don't like applying sunblock all the time. So our sun protected shirts, full sleeves, they're 98% UV protected. So the kids can just apply sunblock
On their
on the face,
faces,
and
yeah.
then they can play all day.
Right. And you're a mom, right? You have to, so
Yes.
you understand. So what has it been like balancing this business with motherhood and being a wife? Like, how do you do that?
Initially, it was difficult, but with the journey, I feel that in Bermuda, people are helpful. For me, to start a business was because everyone helped me out. Initially, my friends did all the modeling, and even the retailers, if I tell them that, okay, if we fix a meeting and I could just tell them, okay, this is the time for the school, everyone is very flexible. And I feel that everyone supports me. That's why I'm able to continue.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's nice to have that because I do think that it can be hard sometimes. You know, I'm a mom too, and so I understand what the demands are. Sometimes your kids have plans for you, and you have to try to figure out how to do both. So the fact that you have the support and the help is a good thing. If you were talking to either your younger self or any young woman or young girl who was considering starting their own business, what would you say to them? What are the things that they should consider first?
I feel that if it's your dream, you should go for it. When I moved to Bermuda, that I wanted to start at that time, like 6 years back. But with the kids, they were young, and I was just building up my dream. Like one day I'll do it. And then last year, it was just like, okay, I need to start now.
What made
And
you?
it happened.
Yeah, what made you? What was the thing that said, okay, I have to do it? Because you said it was like 6 years. You always had it, but what was that like line in the sand that you drew that said, okay, I have to do it now?
So this is how it started. So I was back home and I brought some products with me. And then I gave them as gifts to my friends, and everyone liked it. And then usually people used to ask me that, where did this dress come from, and how much is it? Then when I distributed the products around and when I got positive feedback and they asked me what are the prices, and they said, okay, we need affordable clothing. And some moms like me, they liked the UPF t-shirts. So I said that, okay, we need to start this now. Then we found a Bermudian partner, and then last year I launched the business.
Okay. So I think that speaks to some of the other kind of topics that we've discussed on the show before, and that's around businesses being able to be started organically. Like you do test the market. You have to validate that there's a need for it, right? I know sometimes, you go away and you see something and you're like, "Ooh, I want to start that in Bermuda." But have you actually tested it? Have you gotten the feedback that you need to help you to know that, yeah, this is something that could work? And I think by you doing that, you know what I mean? You were like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do this. This is something that people actually do want. And that was kind of the thing that pushed you.
Yes. So I tested the market for 1 year.
Okay.
Distributing the products around. Then I got some feedback, some positive feedback, some negative feedback
Okay.
too. Then we found out that, okay, we need to improve this thing, these colors. And then after a year, we registered that business.
Okay. So the whole time you were doing this market research, okay, you know what you're doing. But I think that's good. I mean, it speaks to the fact that starting a business, especially in Bermuda, is not necessarily the cheapest thing to do. It can be costly. And I think that if you're going to do it, you want to have that market research. You want to have validated the fact that what you're doing is wanted, you're filling a need, and that people actually want what you're selling. Because there are t-shirts here, right? There are other people that sell SPF things. So you have to be sure that, okay, what am I going to bring to the table that's different? And I think that, like you said, for a year, you had a chance to go back and forth, fix things that weren't great, and now you're in a position to be like, yes, I can do that.
Yeah, because we followed some size charts, and then over here I figured that people wanted different things. So I had to fix a lot of things before launching a collection or before giving it to the retailers. And still, if we collaborate with the retailers, we go with their flow. If they want different colors, different sizing, we can do customization. But because I wanted to start something of my own, so initially I just did everything myself. Social media, Instagram page, Facebook, picture editing, and I have a support from the family, but that's just the manufacturing part.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to build something of my own.
Right.
So I wanted to do everything myself. But
do you still want to do everything yourself?
But I just feel that people around really helped.
Yeah.
Because like modeling, pictures, everything is expensive in Bermuda.
It is.
And I wanted to try, if it's going to work, then we should do it.
Right.
So initially, I kept asking my friends, and they kept asking their friends, and then everyone volunteered. And then we started with the Instagram page, Facebook, and now we'll go forward with that.
Yes. Now you might have to hire someone, right? Because as the orders come in, you can, it is a challenge to try to do everything. But, they say the CEO is chief everything officer, right? You have to do all the things at first. But as you start growing and building your team, it creates an opportunity for you to hire people for certain things. And is that your goal, to be able to build out a whole local Bermuda team?
Yes, that's our plan. Initially, I was just doing everything for testing.
Yeah.
If I should launch this or not. And then we found out, okay, we should do it. And now with the website, with Buy Bermuda, with the retailers, it's increasing.
Okay.
So we have to have some help here around Bermuda.
Yes, you do. I know that. And I'm sure that you'll get it. Like you said, your friends and all that have been supportive. And it's great to have that kind of support. And then, of course, BEDC, however we can continue to support you, we will. In the program, you're with us for 12 months. So there's another 6 months left. So please do take full advantage of that. And we'll definitely try to figure out the other types of support that you need. And so on that note, with where the business is right now, what do you think is the next thing that you're going to need to take it to your big vision?
Just more connections, more
Okay.
networking, because I am in one of the retailers now, and my goal is to be in more retailers in Bermuda. And then we just need to do more photo shoots, do online, so that we can reach out to global customers outside Bermuda too. And hopefully one day we'll have our own store.
Yes, I know that you will. I know that you will because you're going about this very strategically, and I think that makes sense. So I'm confident that you will have your own store one day, your own line, and I'll be first up to buy some of those beautiful dresses that I've
Thank
seen on the
you.
website. So yeah, I wish you all the best. Thank you for finally coming on and chatting with us. Is there anything that you would like to leave the listeners with?
I just want the listeners to support our story because it's about culture, craftsmanship, and giving back to the community.
Okay.
So I hope everyone likes our clothing and that we can grow Ardee with everyone's support.
So what's the best way for them to do that? Like, how do they find you?
Best way is to reach me out through Instagram, and then I have my personal WhatsApp number there too. And then
What's your Instagram handle?
it's rd.store. Our website is therd.com.
Okay.
And then we have Facebook, and then I have some products on Buy Bermuda.
And it's Ardee.
Ardee.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on and minding your business with us. And remember, if you don't mind your business, who will?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Business with me, your host, Jamillah Lodge. Tune in next week, Thursday at 4 p.m. because if you don't mind your business, who will? Mind Your Business is brought to you by BEDC. Bermuda Business starts here.